Right. I don't know if it started when I clicked start or something popped up saying, "Do you want to start it?" I don't know. It's going. This is a good. Hello. This is it.
Is this the intro? This is the intro to the first episode. You go. This is it.
Okay, hiya.
I
Yeah.
That's the intro, Bradley. Do you want to do an intro for us? Have you got one planned?
No.
I've got a topic.
Oh, go on.
Okay.
Let's get a name for the podcast.
Yeah,
I
we need.
had this same idea earlier today. Yes.
This could be the first conversation.
Well,
What's going to be the name?
We need a name
I
before
mean-
we upload it anywhere because you can't just upload it.
Exactly. So we kind of need to decide this now.
Like I'm recording it.
I
I've
don't
got
think
that sort of
so.
glorious MP4 format.
Do
got the
you
three of us.
think
I'll
Do you
make us a
think-
logo on Word art at work. I'll use some clip art on PowerPoint.
Use some clip art. Okay. Well, I'm recording, so Bradley is you're the name, I guess. Do we want to leave Bradley in charge of the name, though?
What?
Bradley's not in the charge of naming it. He'll call it some shit.
The two of us are doing stuff. We're in charge of stuff.
What am I? Oh, I'm not really going to make the logo. I can't get away with that in work. You're mad.
Why can't you get word out
Also-
in work?
Also,
I do,
Charlie,
but I've got to work.
It only takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just load up.
Right, I'll do it on me Moby Jones. I'll do it on my phone.
Yeah, go on. So then Bradley's in charge of the name, then, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I feel like you can't just say the name and then that's it.
Should we have a vote between the three of us? Well,
Yeah, right. Yeah, Bradley. No, Bradley. You throw some names at us,
Oh,
and me and Stuart will see the first time. As soon as me and Stuart both agree with one of your names, that's going to be the name.
that's the deal. Yeah, I like that.
That's a terrible idea.
Well,
Well, no,
It's-
go off.
I don't think it's
You're an opinionated man. Throw some ideas.
he is an
Poddy
opinionated man.
Back Podcast.
I feel like that's probably already taken ever since the boat.
Yeah, I know, but you shouldn't be giving me this task. This is not a great first topic.
Just think of some ideas. You're the creative one, aren't you?
We've got an hour to kill, and it's been 2 minutes 52 seconds. So.
Oh! This is the first 3 minutes in history.
Oh, God.
Well, it's
If
been
anyone
3
wants
minutes
to- I feel
now.
bad for it.
There you go. So. I'm waiting on names.
How about the good, the pod, and the cast?
It's alright. It's not bad.
I made that up on the spot. That's not bad for an on the spot attempt.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
You don't like that idea?
how
You mean
tame
what?
how tame do my jokes have to be for this podcast?
How what?
How tame? How
I mean,
He-
just I'd say maybe just don't be racist.
I'd say no racism other than that.
Okay, that's fine.
Go nuts.
'cause
I
I'm
mean,
not a
sexism's
racist.
kind of a
I mean,
touchy subject as well.
sexism's funny, isn't it? So
Well, I think there's a line,
There's
isn't
a-
there? You know,
there is a bit, but between us,
use your common sense is what we're saying, bro.
yeah, don't be racist. What
Sorry.
was that?
Why would I, of all people, be the racist of the podcast? Or the sexist of the podcast?
We're not saying that. We're just saying don't say racist jokes, bro.
You're the one who fucking asked.
No, I was asking like, oh,
We need a name. We need
Yeah,
names.
Bradley, you're going off topic.
Already off
that's
topic.
the whole point of a podcast, to go off topic.
We've been
The
planning
whole
this for
point
years.
is to just talk for a fucking hour. Let's just fucking get a name on.
For
How
years.
about? Right, Stuart, you think of one. Go on, I've said one.
For years we've said, "Oh, we'll do a podcast. We'll do a podcast at some point," and we've never thought of
That's
a
not
name.
a fuck. That's not a
That's
fucking
not
answer. Just give an idea, Stuart.
Oh, I like Ncast.
Oh, yeah, but Bradley's not okay with Ncast.
No, I'm not okay with it.
It's not that. It's N stands for a person.
N stands for
Right,
someone. Yeah.
That's all we can say.
Who
It's
is
a-
this person?
We don't want to say
We don't even
because we
know.
want it to be a mystery for the
We
podcast.
don't even know, to be fair.
We don't even know who they are, but their name begins with N. That's
This-
all we can say.
This mysterious character.
This person, this figment.
Well, that's a thing apparently.
I really hope this records for an hour. I haven't tried it yet, but I hope it does.
Well,
What if it cuts off? Do we just start again?
If it cuts off, I'll just save that and start
How
from
about
wherever it was.
Podspace?
What was that?
No, actually, that was terrible. With podcast, does pod have to be in the title?
I mean,
My
I know.
Not really, no.
Because my favourite podcast has the great, title.
Yeah, Bradley, maybe just not talk about other fucking podcasts on our podcast.
Yeah, like I'm not being funny, but you
Fuck me, Bradley.
you really advertise.
I think
with
5
people.
minutes and you're already dubbing other ones.
I'm just saying, I think there's better podcasts
Oh, by
out
the
there.
way, everybody, if you want to listen to a good
If you
podcast,
want to listen to something with production value and stuff, go ahead.
not a fucking call on Discord.
Just shout out to Parker.
Oh, Bradley, fucking hell.
I knew it was a good idea. Bringing you on.
Right, how about the LSB podcast?
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
LSB. It kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
I like that.
I mean,
Are you gonna throw in your 2 cents there, Bradley?
it rolls off the tongue, but it's not the most creative name that I've ever heard.
I like it.
You've come up with podcast. What you want? What you want from me?
Art. So,
It's a
Creation
fucking
is-
name.
Just throw some names at us, Brad, and we'll say if one sticks.
I'm not good at on the spot thinking.
Are we putting the LSB podcast to the maybe pile?
I think that's a big maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, it's on the maybe. So it's not being vetoed. It's not being ignored. It's on the okay. Right. The Galactico podcast.
I don't like that.
I just saw the word Galactico.
Is that what you're doing? You're just looking at words.
Yeah, look around the room and tell us.
The amount of times I nearly called the podcast Nando's, it's crazy.
Nando's podcast.
Oh, right.
Nando
I
cast.
feel like we can't call our podcast the Batman podcast.
That's
I,
not
I, I think we'd be a bit sued, but
I
of
think
course
we
all you
could do
fucking
that.
see around your fucking bedroom is Batman.
That's already taken. That's got to be taken. The Batman.
Oh.
How about Podcast Beyond? That is terrible, but
It's alright.
To the podcast and beyond.
I was thinking more just Podcast Beyond.
I'm going more like, Buzz Lightyear than Batman.
I was
there.
going more
Toy Story, and he
Terry
wants,
McGinnis, rep.
Batman of the
I
Future.
feel like I think overall Toy Story is better films than Batman.
Ooh, there's a topic.
Shut up.
Mate, I fucking love Toy Story. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but Batman's never made me cry in the cinema.
Well, you never saw Mask of the Phantasm in the cinema.
I
No.
didn't cry when I watched it at home either.
Oh, well, you're just not in touch with your emotions.
Toy Story knows how to get in touch with my emotions.
Yeah, Toy Story's pretty sad.
That fourth one was unneeded.
I haven't seen
It was
before.
unneeded. Mate, the thing is, yeah, it wasn't necessary, and you didn't need it. It could have been fine with the 3, but they did it so well. You completely take that out of the argument because it was such a good film.
What is the best Toy Story film, anyway?
Sorry.
What?
What is the best Toy Story film, do you think?
What's the best Toy Story film?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's got
you see,
2, right?
I love the story with Toy Story 1, but you get like Jessie and Bullseye in Toy Story 2,
That's what I mean.
so it's hard.
I'm just not a big Pixar fan. They're alright.
Oh, I love Pixar. They just know how to get me all cozy.
I love Pixar films.
What do you think of the new Sonic trailer?
Oh!
I've not watched it
got a
mainly
lot to
because I
talk
couldn't
about.
give two
About this new
thoughts.
Sonic trailer.
Right, you know what? Potential controversy.
Oh.
Feel like they fixed a lot.
That's not... I don't think that's controversial. I mean, everyone doesn't
I,
agree.
I think it looks good. I'm saying potentially controversial because I haven't seen anyone talk about it yet.
People
Because
like it.
I only just watched it just before I got on this podcast.
Yeah, I like the new trailer. I think it actually... The first trailer made the film look pretty shit, but now I'm like...
Yeah.
I'll actually go and see
I,
this.
I like the look of him. I like how we saw the actual Sonic world. I like that this guy isn't putting a sleep dart into Sonic because that doesn't make sense because he's got fucking insane reflexes and speed, so it'd be
Trace of
impossible to
links.
get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and this geezer gets him with a fucking sleep dart. No, so I'm glad they took that out. If it's in the actual film, then 2 out of 10.
potential controversy. I think Sonic is the worst game in mascot.
Ooh,
What?
no. Hard disagree. Mate, hard disagree.
What?
The amount of shit.
The worst. Bradley, you say statements before thinking, man.
Yeah.
You say statements for you gotta think out of all I suppose what you're saying is like main gaming like images.
Out of everything.
That's-
Bubsy is even better than Sonic and he's an awful game.
Who's that?
Sonic nowadays, Bubsy from
No.
Bubsy 3D.
No, Bubsy's
and
not
Bubsy
better than Sonic in
and
any
Bubsy
way.
2. Sonic has had more bad games than Bubsy, and that supports my argument that
Bubsy's
Sonic
had
is
like 3
officially the
games, I think.
mascot of poor quality.
I think Bubsy's had 3 games and they're all horrible, whereas Sonic has a lot of good games to go along with the crap one.
He had
Of good games.
A lot of good
Bro,
games.
you ever
Bubsy's
played
had-
Sonic Pinball? Come at me, yeah?
I love Sonic Spinball.
Have you ever
That's
played
the shit.
Curse
That
of
game
the
is
Werewolf?
the shit, man. So good.
It's
You
not
ever
called
played
Curse of the
fucking-
Werehog, it's called Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, well, that, or as I call it, Curse of the Werewolf, because it is just like, Wallace and Gromit are doing well this year. Should we do a Sonic game that steals
I
the
don't
plot?
think Sonic took Voice of Gromit's idea.
Nah, they didn't trust me. They did. They saw it. They went, they saw it.
This British fucking
This Nick,
clay animation film.
Nah,
this
trust
Nick
me,
Park. This Nick Park is onto something here. Put the hedgehog in it.
Oh. Bradley, I can't with you. I can't. I just can't.
Trust me, they did.
Who would you say out of the gaming
Is that an
mascot-
argument that you've read somewhere, or is that just something you've came up with?
Just something I came up with because I really hate Sonic, and I just will come up with any reason to hate on Sonic.
No.
That's really narrow-minded. I think he's got such good games.
Sonic
No,
has
yeah.
really good games.
No,
man.
he had 3 good games: Sonic, Sonic 2, and Sonic and Knuckles.
Not Sonic
Three
You
3.
ever played Sonic Pinball, pal?
I don't like pinball games.
First
If
of
I'm
all,
gonna
Sonic
play
1 is a
Mate.
terrible
pinball,
game.
I'm gonna go
Sonic
to an
1 is
arcade.
Sonic
horrible.
Pinball's 10 out of 10.
What about Sonic Adventure
what-
and Sonic Adventure 2?
No,
3D.
I don't like 3D Sonic games.
Fair.
They're
I
boring.
mean, you guys hate me for saying it, but I fucking like Sonic Heroes. I don't give a damn.
Sonic
Heroes is
Heroes,
pretty bad.
trash.
No, I don't give a damn, right?
It's only one
Played
game.
Growing up with my cousins, and we had a blast as kids. Good memories. I don't
It's
care how
only
bad the
one-
game is.
It's
So we liked a
only
lot
one
of
game
shit
that-
growing up. And
Exactly. It's got a good memory for me with it. I fucking love the tune. Sonic Hero. That fucking gets me ready all the time, mate.
Who would you
Fucking
argue?
shower to that shit, man.
Who would you argue is the best gaming mascot?
it's got to be Mario, right?
I
Well,
disagree.
he'd be your go-to, wouldn't
It's either Mario or
He'd be
Paul
your
from
go-to.
Tekken.
Paul from the top two.
Top two.
Maybe
I
Tracer.
think Mario. Mario is the respectable but a little bit conservative choice. I'd say Sonic, not Sonic.
Oh
fucking Sonic. I'd say Spyro.
No.
There's just something about that purple boy. It's just,
Sonic,
it's the way
right.
game.
Sonic
I
has more
love
good games than
Spyro.
Spyro does.
I fucking love Spyro, but I think Mario's just at a level where it's, if you're gonna go for a mascot as a company, it's pretty much impossible to reach
Pikachu.
the level of Mario. I think these games and these game companies that have contested with Nintendo, but I think mascot wise, is just a level of his own, isn't it?
If
I
it wasn't
wouldn't even
Mario,
say-
it'd be another Nintendo character, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, we all
I
know
mean,
which-
What would
If
you
it's-
count
if we're going-
Pikachu as? I mean, you know what I mean? It's
yeah, it's Nintendo, isn't it?
Pikachu's a gaming mascot,
Yeah.
but let's get on to this topic.
no, I don't mean would you count it as Nintendo. I'd say would you count Pikachu as just a gaming mascot? You can't really. That's why I wouldn't really
Basically,
include him in
he's
it.
the mascot of Pokemon, even though he shouldn't be, because let's face it, from that generation, the best Pokemon that you could start a game with, because I count Yellow and Pikachu because of Yellow as a starter, but the best starter is Bulbasaur.
Yeah, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's the best.
Well, but
But he's not a
Why-
mascot,
why would
though,
that-
really, is he?
if
Mate.
he was the mascot, no, Bradley's saying that should be the face of Pokemon. But I'd say if he
Bulbasaur
did
should
that,
be the
it'd
face of
kind of
Pokemon.
take away from the here's your first three choices.
I love Bulbasaur.
Yeah,
but
It'd be like
Bulbasaur-
here's the mascot and here's these other two. I don't think they wanted that. I think they wanted to give these three first Pokemon like a level ground.
Mm.
And Pikachu's just the most adorable littlest thing in the entire world.
Yeah, but Pikachu's not even. I just find Pikachu so annoying, and I went out.
Oh,
and rebought-
you've got some
Let's-
controversy in episode 1, you do,
We're
Bradley.
not even 20 minutes in,
Fucking
he's
hell.
already said.
Oh! Sonic shit, Pikachu's annoying, Mario's
Sonic
not
and
the best
Pikachu
gaming
shit.
mascot. Oh,
is
Mario,
what
pretty
we want.
much.
This is what the audience.
Hey, are you ready for controversy, audience? Hey, Bradley, what's better, Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing?
Crash Team Racing? And 50% of the audience will agree.
No, he won't!
That statement is not as
Do you
controversial.
know why I
as
know 50% of the audience will agree? Because it'll be us three right now who'll be listening to it, and more than half of us disagree.
Yeah, I
You're
reckon
gonna listen
we're gonna
back
roast.
to this.
I probably
Uh,
will.
if
Maybe laugh at
Like,
it.
yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah.
He's got nothing else to listen to on his way to work.
I'm
there's
home,
no
mate.
other podcasts, really, is there?
I mean,
It's only us.
I
I mean, there's
yeah,
none
but
that's
we-
worth listening to.
Except us.
Don't listen to Bradley.
What else are you going to listen to?
Shout out to Parker.
Fuck off, Bradley! I don't even know what this
What?
guy is.
Get them to shout us out.
Parcast aren't the guy. They're a big podcast network, and I shout them out. They might give us a show.
Yeah.
I'm,
They won't, because they're too classy. Their podcasts are classy. We're not.
Bradley, you don't really strike me as the classy type, though.
No, definitely not.
I like a nice serial killer podcast. They make the best out there.
What is this?
Oh, I like classy podcasts, like serial killer ones. You know.
I don't want to discuss
I like
Mario.
No, let's hear about that fucking cunt who got hit by a hockey stick in Withenshaw.
Who got hit by a hockey stick in Wythenshawe?
Oh, mate, have you not seen that on the news? I
I've
was
not
just
seen
saying it as a
this.
joke. I thought, yeah, good, mate, it's on the MEN. Bro, read that.
Bro.
Some geezer got attacked by a hockey stick.
Wow. What kind of hockey stick? Like the American
Oh,
style, or
3
like
days ago, yeah.
the English schoolgirl style of hockey stick?
I mean, I don't know, Bradley. I weren't there. I just think it was a bit bizarre finding it. Manchester, England. Someone's carrying around a hockey stick.
I think it's just bizarre that that's a fucking news story.
No, it's the guy.
Oh,
It's
I
the
mean,
news.
someone got hospitalised, Bradley. I think it's.
By a hockey stick.
Where's Greatfield Road?
What?
Where's Greatfield Road?
Yeah, what road is that again?
That's where my dad lives.
Is it? Whoa! See, I think you'd want to know then. Like,
I don't think it's my dad because my dad's in work, mate, and he called me today. Probably Matthew. Probably got his head caved in.
this is
Not
great.
great.
We should have done this years ago.
It's called Greatfield Road. It's not a great road.
Oh, Bradley, stop giving away your location.
I know.
I don't live on Greatfield Road. You know.
Well,
Oh, buddy, oh, Bradley, I don't know what to do without you. You know.
this wouldn't be the same.
Neither do I. I think we should probably do episode 1 again.
Oh,
Right?
so I'm not starting again. This is gold.
This one's a bit chaotic. We need to get
Bradley likes, class and us to sit and talk about murders.
I mean, this could
I
be
like
episode
the structure,
0
we're not
if you
doing-
want.
No.
Just as a test.
We're
No,
not-
I'm happy with this. Bradley can 0-1-2-1.
We're not gonna fucking talk about murder, mainly because Parcast will never do better than them. But also, I think each week we should tackle a new topic.
Okay. Gaming
Rather than a
mascots.
set
I want to get
plan.
back onto this.
Okay.
Tackle a topic. What do you mean, tackle a topic? We
What
asked
do
you
you
to
think-
tackle a topic of our fucking podcast name, and you went, "I don't like this. Don't ask me." You had one fucking. You're here wanting to be asked questions and topics. You got asked one question when the podcast began, and you went, "Oh
That's-
no, don't ask me." What the fuck?
That's different. That's naming things is hard. Do you know people spend 9 months trying to come up with a name for the thing that comes out?
I mean, I think having a child having a podcast, it's a bit on a different level.
It's like marketing
Nope.
and stuff.
Some of us might not want kids. They might want podcasts in life.
Trust me,
instead.
Bradley. I hope you don't want kids.
This podcast is my kid.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
raise it.
Oh, how long are we in this?
23 minutes and 15 seconds.
3 minutes and 15 seconds.
23.
33.
20. I'm gonna type it for you.
Well,
I mean, is it time for Bradley's,
reboot.
Bradley's
Grumbles.
Rumble or Ramble?
All he's done is moan so far.
Oh yeah, we didn't even need it. We didn't even need. Hey, it's time for Bradley's Ramble.
We can do Bradley's
It's
Ramble
done
now
it.
if you want. We're close to
It's done about 10 already.
I've not had a proper ramble this week, right?
Go on a ramble,
Okay.
Brad. Go on.
All right,
for it.
go on, Bradley. Choose something, one thing each podcast that you can have a full-on ramble with. Go.
Kids on the tram. That's today's.
Awesome.
What is with kids on the right? These little fuckers, they're all about 10. They're talking about how they're going out to get Larry and have sex, and it's like, you're literally 10. Like,
Yeah, I will. You know what? Here's one for episode 1. I agree with Bradley.
Actually, yeah. Same.
And you know what? I will say this. It's not even on trams. It's just in general. I don't
Yes,
like
it
kids.
trains.
And then the fucking smashing the fucking tram in. You're trying to get
Yeah.
off. You're like, mate, I want to get home. Some of us have beds to get in.
It's cringe. I remember hearing like some kids who were literally up to my knees talking about, oh yeah, and I took a knife to his garden and he don't come out his house. I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Whoa, scary that.
Shut the fuck up.
I wouldn't go out my house.
Yeah, maybe he just bought a butter knife because he wanted some toast.
Yeah, I'll fix the knife.
Got a pack of 10 plastic knives from Wilco.
Well, you know, like, literally every fucking tram journey getting home from work, I could be home half an hour earlier than I am, but these bastards just fucking ruin everything.
Yeah.
There's me grumble.
Good
Kids
grumble.
on the tram. Fuck the cunts.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, I must say. Like I said, like, even on buses, I get them in the morning every day on the way to work.
Yeah.
Just loud, irritating. They take up all the seats because they all just want to sit on their own like aisle. Like, and I'm like, well, you just taking up the whole fucking bus here, so I guess I'll sit next to this stranger. Thanks, knobhead.
You know what? Actually, I've got a further point on this. Priority seats on the tram. It annoys me when I see a kid with his feet up on both priority seats. It's like, these seats are designed for the elderly, the disabled, parents with small children, not twats in a tracks.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
We can now, but you've been silent for a bit.
I think my Discord stopped working. But it's working now. I didn't change anything though. I didn't do anything to it. It just didn't work for a second.
Can we just all agree that if this podcast has solved anything, it's that the kids of this generation are cunts?
Oh, God.
Alright, Grandad.
I mean, I think that's something. I don't think it's a generation thing. I think, you know, you've always had cunts, but I think it's the
It's just
area
the
you live in. I think we live in an area where there's just a lot of chavvy little bastards.
But we're old enough now to notice it, aren't we? Really?
Yeah.
We're not going to be there like 8 years old, like, oh, those other kids are a nuisance to the adults. I don't care. I wanted to play Pokemon.
So, what show have we been watching?
I've been watching quite a few recently.
I bet you have.
Have you watched any shows, Stuart?
I've started watching Peep
think
Show
I
again,
know
it's
what
pretty
to-
good.
Peep Show's good. I started
I-
watching IT Crowd. Not my cup of tea.
Got you into
Oh, I
IT
fucking
Crowd.
love IT
IT
Crowd.
Crowd is the shit. I love IT Crowd.
Easily in the top 5 best British comedies of all time.
Yeah, gotta be. 100%.
No,
Easy.
that's an opinion, but no, because you've got Only Fools and Horses, Rising Down, Monty fucking Python.
I don't
Black-
rate Monty Python.
Wait,
Center.
Bradley, when are you going to mention Last of the Summer Wine?
I don't mind Last of the Summer Wine, but what I was going to go actually, keeping up appearances. Love keeping up appearances.
Fucking hell, but I don't even know what you are, you know. I just don't know what you are.
A man of refined taste.
I'll just go back to what you said before. That's an opinion.
That's an opinion.
It isn't a... It's fine. I just don't think... Like, IT Crowd shouldn't be held on its platter. It's being held on the same platter that Friends is being held on. And it's like, when you go back and watch them, they're like, really not that funny.
I like Friends.
They're both
sorry.
canned laughter. They're both canned laughter shows, and it's like, I'm not about canned laughter. I don't like bad jokes and being
I don't
told
think
that
you're
bad
about
jokes
laughter
are funny.
altogether, Bradley, to be honest.
I like the still game.
Oh, here we
like
fucking
the
go.
Only Fools and Horses, right? Great shows. Shout out to Still Game Live. Made me piss myself with laughter. Right?
How? Who are you? Who's listening to your shout outs?
Who you shouting?
No
Yeah.
one's listening to
I'll go
no
listen
one's
to that, Brad.
listening
Yeah,
to-
I'll go watch that.
Well, you can't because
Oh.
it's not live anymore. The ended. It was sad.
Let's be up
I just started Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot.
I've not
On
watched
Amazon
Mr.
Prime.
Robot yet. Probably should do.
I
Got
think it's on
Amazon
like
Prime.
season 4, and I've just started. And you know what? I've got to recommend it. I'm so far. I'm 3 episodes in, and I'm all 4, something like that, and I'm really impressed.
That's good.
Mate, I think you'd like it anyway, Brad. Like you'd like it. It's got some quite sickening shit in it.
Oh, is it as sickening as this season of Mr. Mercedes, which actually had a moment this season that made me go, "That's too far."
It may do.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen Mr. Mercedes.
It may
What's
very well may
There's
do.
my
I mean, I
my
wish I had a Mercedes.
recommendation. Mr. Mercedes, been recommending it for the last 3 years, and nobody fucking watches it.
Shout out Mr. Mercedes. Go and watch that.
Go watch that, Bradley's mum. The only person that's listening.
She already does watch it.
That's not the point. Right, Stuart, say something.
I've just been listening really. Like I say, I watched it.
Yeah, no, that's why.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright, Peep Show. I just think it's alright.
Rick and Morty season 4. It's not coming to the UK Netflix for a long time.
It's coming to the UK. It's March, isn't it?
It's on Channel 4 soonish, I think. But it's not. I want it on
Are
Netflix.
you sure?
You know what I mean?
Because last time I checked, it's now becoming a Hulu exclusive, which we don't get.
Mate, it said it's coming in the UK in March.
It's Rick and Morty
No,
season
not
4. I
Hulu.
swear is like
HBO
soonish.
Max exclusive.
I don't know.
Witcher, Netflix series as well. Starts in December. Looking forward to that.
What's that?
The Witcher.
Oh yeah, Superman.
Excited.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
it
pretty
looks
crap,
good.
but I'll watch it.
I doubt it'll be crap. There's crapper things out there.
I don't know where your line is, Bradley. I don't know where your line is.
I think the trailer to The Witcher wasn't that bad. It was an enjoyable trailer. The
Yeah.
show, sure, it's local.
It looks a bit boring though.
It's not
It
boring.
does look a bit
Leave
boring.
The Witcher alone.
No, Bradley, I love The Witcher. Like I've read the books and I've played the games. Love The Witcher, but the Netflix series doesn't look that great.
Yeah, doesn't matter anyway because around the same time The Witcher is coming out on Netflix. There's something else coming out on Netflix which I think is more exciting.
Ooh.
The Sandman. This is where it gets no reaction whatsoever, except for that one guy, probably me, going, "Oh, I know what that is."
Fill us in.
So, The Sandman is a groundbreaking comic book written by Neil Gaiman. This adaptation has been one of the
Tell us what the fuck it was about.
Wikipedia.
What? Do
This
you have
adaptation-
Wikipedia up or something?
No, I've read the Sandman comics. I know. Anyway, the adaptation is 40 years in the making, and it's finally going to be made as a Netflix TV show.
And
Take it
hey,
on.
when Netflix take on something, they always do a good show of it.
90% of the time they do okay.
Ooh,
90%.
90%'s a high number, Bradley.
I think they did a good job by Marvel until Disney got greedy.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. It was Jessica Jones was great. Daredevil was good.
Is all the
I
Marvel
want
stuff
the biggest.
coming to Disney Plus? The streaming Disney thing.
All the new Marvel stuff is.
Is
Those
it?
Netflix shows are dead, and they're gonna be going off Netflix at some point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Are they getting taken off Netflix, or what's going on with that?
Buy your DVDs before Netflix you lose the rights. This is the smart
Stuart,
thing.
Well, they'll just get uploaded to Disney Plus or something, Bradley. They're not taken off. They're not being
They
deleted
won't
from everywhere.
because the rights are co-owned. So Marvel have to give Netflix permission to keep them on Netflix, which they haven't. And Marvel can also not put them on Disney Plus because Netflix owns a share to the shows. So I'm saying buy the DVDs before they disappear, kids.
When was the
yeah,
last
but
time?
don't stream things illegally online.
No,
Yeah,
definitely
don't.
don't do that. None of us do that.
Don't-
So
No,
you
I
shouldn't.
don't.
We'll be waiting for Disney Plus to come out in 2020 because we're from the UK. We'll definitely not stream anything.
I will not.
And same goes for Rick and Morty season 4.
Yeah, 100%. We'll wait until it airs on Channel 4.
in March. It's
I won't watch
Whereas
it in stream or anything like that.
I will legitimately be the only one in this podcast who sticks to that standpoint, mainly because I do not give a shit about Rick and Morty.
Here he goes.
I like Rick and Morty.
I think it's alright.
I don't like.
I'm not a fan.
I don't rate season 3 as good as 1 and 2, but it was alright.
No, I like it, man. I think it just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I don't take anything else from it. It just makes me giggle.
That's it. Yeah.
At least you're the kind of fan it makes you giggle. The ones I hate, as we've probably previously established, are the ones who think they've got a superior IQ because they watch Rick and Morty. It's like, the science in the show is really bad.
That's the
Like,
point.
I don't think it's ever tried to claim that it's been correct.
No, but there are fans out there who goes, "Oh yes, this science is all right," and it's like, no, it's not for one. But it's those
I
fans
saw
go
Justin Roiland on. I don't know if he's watched YouTube channel H3H3.
Nope.
know of it.
He was on there and he was talking about it, and he even said, Justin Roiland, like, he thinks it's cringy, like people think it's like got some deep meaning, and it's not. It's just him and the co-writer getting drunk and writing a comedy.
Yeah, you can tell it's not like there's no like deep messages or anything like that.
No, mate. He said that most of the time he's drunk doing it.
Rick burps
Like when he
a lot
does
and
those
kills
burps,
things, and it's
he voices Rick when those burps are genuine, like him being drunk in the audio studio, burping.
yeah.
I've got to respect that. It's not fake. He's legit drunk, and it's not them trying to have it. You can't judge a show by a percentage of its audience.
No, you 100% can't.
You can, but at the same
No.
time, the vocal audience of
can't,
Rick
mate.
and Morty
You
needs
can't.
to- Oh, you can. You can and you can't.
Well, Batman's
You
pretty
can't.
horrible in it, all things considered.
What was that?
There's some pretty horrible Batman fans out there, Bradley.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
the Batman community is really toxic. I will tell you. Never join the
So
Facebook
what you're saying then is, if you judge a show or a franchise by its audience, and it's bad, you shouldn't like it. So therefore, you shouldn't like Batman.
Yeah, that's different. Batman's Batman,
It's different because it doesn't fucking tickle your fancy. Fucking hell!
I've watched Rick and Morty.
Say some stupid things, you man.
I have a Rick and Morty jigsaw puzzle. I've invested some time.
Because
in
it came in a mystery box at Comic-Con for you.
Yeah.
I watched Rick and Morty.
I'm not disputing that.
I read that tie-in comic they did. I'm not still reading.
They've got a
it
few
because
comics.
There's better things to spend money on.
Shout out Rick and Morty comics.
But you know, I read a good 15 issues. That was enough for me to understand how the world of Rick and Morty and the characters work.
You had to read 15 issues before you were like, nah, this just ain't for me.
You know what? This isn't for me.
Yeah. Well, I got lent him. I got lent Free Trades, which had 5 issues each, and
I've never read the. I've just watched the cartoon.
Just watch the
But
cartoon.
how are you gonna know all the tie-in stuff? Like, when did Rick go for a shit?
The Rick and
Wow.
Morty lore. The Rick and Morty deep fucking lore that connects everything and makes it all make sense. Yeah.
Say you played a video game like Resident Evil, just skip all the lore things they send your way. Just skip it all. Don't read through it.
It's because when I played Resident Evil 4 years and beat it for you, it's because I'd played it already and didn't need to read it.
I wasn't on about Resident Evil 4. Stuart said before he skipped through the lore in games.
Yeah, because it's rubbish. I don't like it. Like you can just tell
Why?
sometimes
You
it's
read
crap.
Juicy tidbits that makes it more exciting, like Resident
I'd say
Evil
it
2.
depends on the game.
It does.
Resident Evil
That
2.
it'd be pretty stupid if you did that with a Telltale's game.
Yeah.
But I do it with I do it with a fair amount of games myself.
Like Nier. I don't know if you've played Nier Automata, or however you say it.
No.
That's a really fucking good game, but the lore is insane. There's like decades worth of lore in there, and it's like that's why you play it pretty much. Recommend it.
Oh.
Shout out Nier. It's good.
Have you ever heard of the Egomania lore?
Egomania.
Egomania. Do you remember that on the GameCube?
I didn't play that.
No.
Make Google Egomania, and you'll know. You'll know.
What is this?
You never played Egomania,
On GameCube?
mate? Yeah, on the GameCube, I had it. I still got it.
Is it
Ego.
Eggmania Extreme Madness?
Ego. EGGO.
Yeah. Is it like dropping blocks and stuff?
Mate, it's the lore in that. It's deep.
I've never seen this in my life.
What?
I've never seen this in my life.
Oh,
I missed out, I think.
you're missing out, man. You're missing out. Egomania. Shout out to Egomania.
Oh god, is this going to become a catchphrase now every time?
Shout out to Egomania.
Go play
Shout out to
Egomania right now if you're listening to this.
Shout out to Shrek 2.
I like Shrek 2.
No.
I rate Shrek 2. I think it's really good. Shout out
Of course
big
you
time
do.
Shrek 2.
Of course you do.
What is that supposed
What's your favourite Shrek?
Shrek 2 is
I
my
don't-
favourite Shrek.
I
Oh,
don't
it's
like.
fun.
I don't like the Shrek movies.
Hey, Stuart, I've got Shrek 2 on GameCube. You should come round and play it.
I have played that actually, yeah.
We should,
know
we should
what,
play it.
We should.
The one game I do remember as a kid, though, that I really couldn't understand, though, was a Shrek game that I couldn't just get my head round.
What do you
Maybe
mean you couldn't get your head around it, like, difficulty-wise?
No, it was just like, other than collecting treasure, what's the point of the game? It was literally, I can't remember the name of the
Luckily, it's
game.
just a fucking Shrek game. What?
That's games, like, that's just the game.
Jesus, again, you're trying to find some deep... What is the meaning to Shrek?
No, not that. But the developers went to the effort of generating an open world with only one type of quest in it.
It's almost like they just wanted to make money from the films.
It's almost like that. But, there are good movie tie-in games. They're very rare, but there are a few good movie
Go
tie-in
on, Bradley,
games.
name them.
What's the best?
X-Men
movie tie-in game?
Origins, Wolverine. Arguably, that game is better than the movie. One, you have Hugh Jackman in an R-rated Wolverine project 10 years before Logan happened. Two, Actually, do I want to get onto my second game, or do I want to just talk about X-Men Origins Wolverine the game?
Yeah, go on to your second one.
My second movie tie game that's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
This will be a shock. The Amazing Spider-Man.
That's not a
Followed
shock,
by...
is it? I'm surprised you went with Amazing Spider-Man before you went with Spider-Man 2.
Mate,
You didn't let me get my next point out. I
Spider-Man
was literally
2
about to go
is
Spider-Man 2.
so fucking good.
That's what I mean.
Again, got that on GameCube. Shout out to the GameCube.
Shout out, just the GameCube, yeah.
Fuck the
Pretty
GameCube.
good.
Buy PS2.
Fuck off. I mean, I like a
Sorry.
PS2, but don't fucking say fuck the GameCube, you piece of shit.
I didn't have a GameCube as a kid. Skip that.
Missed
Fuck
out.
PS2.
Big time missed out.
No attachment to the Nintendo characters as a result. That's why Spyro is the best mascot.
Did you not have an N64?
No, I did
What?
not. The only time I had played an N64, I played all of Super Mario 64 in a hospital when I was having my tonsils out, and they got infected, so I spent 2 weeks in a hospital.
Well, I'm fucking bet you're all glad you know that.
yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Wow. It's amazing.
What? You know what? I was so glad. At first, I was like, what? Bradley's never played the GameCube. But when you told me you played it in the hospital whilst having your tonsils, that's changed everything.
It is, like, I have no connection to Nintendo as a result now. Like, I think Luigi's Mansion 3 looks great, but because I have no investment in Nintendo, when I saw the price tag today of $49.99, I was like, no.
Do you not have you have a Switch though, don't you? A Nintendo Switch.
I have a Nintendo Switch, but that I bought so I could play Spyro while going for a shit.
Okay.
So, I'll picture that image.
I
If
mean,
you don't know what I look
just-
like, just picture a man with a beard having a shit.
Missing out on some good games on the Switch. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This what?
There's some really good games on the Switch. If you're
Oh,
missing out.
fantastic.
How the fuck have they managed to get Vampire Bloodlines, The Masquerade, or whatever it's called,
The new
running on
Vampire
a Switch?
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
Like,
that
that-
good. I mean, no, the game looks
That-
pretty fun, but the graphics don't look that amazing.
have they downgraded it, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they will have done.
I can imagine. Like, The Witcher 3, I've seen footage of that, and that has been downgraded to... I'm sorry, it looks like shit. People can want to play it on the go, but if the game isn't built for that, like, with Spyro, yeah, it's been downgraded slightly, but that's an animated game, which Nintendo's wheelhouse. They can sort that shit on their consoles. Nah. It's like, I've seen people stupidly go, Red Dead Redemption 2, where's the Switch port?
No, you can't get Red Dead on the Switch. There's no way.
No. You can barely get it on the PS4.
I kind of don't want Nintendo to do all that though. I don't want them to go and get these high graphic, popular games going on. I think it's just taking it away from the feel of Nintendo.
That's not what Nintendo's about, it's the graphics. It's like the actual game and stuff.
That's what I mean. Like it's just these fun games where you can just actually enjoy it and not. I don't know. It's just something different. Like Nintendo. Like I kind of like it that the console debate is always what's better, Xbox, PlayStation.
Yeah, you can't like
because
they do their own
Nintendo's just
thing.
on its.
They do their own thing.
Yeah,
completely,
that's what I mean. Like Nintendo, PlayStation. You always hear them go, "Oh, PlayStation copying Xbox. Xbox is copying PlayStation. PlayStation and Xbox are copying each other. They're the same fucking thing, essentially, right? Nintendo, it's its own league, and I don't know. That's why I like it. It's something different that you can't find anywhere else.
My argument that I made the other day, I think Nintendo are one of the only games console companies that focus on gaming as an art form still, rather than gaming as a service.
Weren't you just shitting on Nintendo a second ago?
Yes, But in the defence, this is me turning my argument to give him one positive. I do think they're the only.
Hence why Mario's better than Crash.
I'd agree with that. I don't really care for Crash Bandicoot. I think Crash Team Racing is a good game.
Hence why Mario Kart's better than Crash Team Racing.
No, that is different. The mechanics of Crash Team Racing are for the hardcore. It's a hard
you say some confusing and utterly stupid things you do.
When I'm looking at games that are really hard, I want to play some really difficult game. Crash Team Racing. That's where I go to.
Because of the mechanics.
Not like Dark Souls
as a
or
kart
anything
racer
like that.
goes, it's a tricky game. It's always
Bradley,
been a
just
tricky
because
kart
you're
race.
bad at it doesn't make it tricky.
He is fucking known for being the harder kart racer. It's had this history of being the harder kart racer
Well, there's
since
only
1998.
there's only like two.
I'd say
Crash
the history of Crash is really Sony's attempt at a Mario. No, Sony's attempt at Sonic.
It was originally called it was based on Sonic. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a big
that's Crash.
Yeah,
big
but
like diary
Sony's
of what they wrote, like how they made it and stuff. It's up there somewhere.
But Spyro, he's a good purple boy. We can all agree on that.
But I like Spyro, I like Crash, I like Mario, but I like Sonic. I just think Mario is the OG. I think he's the guy. I think it's hard. I think it's hard to find what a bad Mario game where the majority would agree it's bad.
I mean, there's some games where it's like, oh, this is alright. It's not great.
The original-
No, that's what I mean. Like I can't say I like every Mario game, but I'm saying like you got these games with Sonic, Crash, and all that where more than half the audience will say they didn't like it. I don't think you can find that with Mario.
There's not an outright bad Mario game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Whereas with Crash,
But it's got everything, and do you know what? It's not even just done like 3 games and quit whilst it's ahead. It's done it for years and fucking countless amount of games, and it's still
making them, still pumping out really good games.
It's fantastic. Shout out to Dr. Mario.
That's what I mean. Even when they do other stuff, right, like Mario Tennis, that's pretty good.
Mate, Mario Tennis. Oh, I look being Super Monkey Ball on Mario Tennis.
Anything they touch is just like it turns to gold.
Dr. Mario, the original.
And the thing is, even if it's bad at Mario, it's just fun still.
It's insane, right? That like how many years Mario has been going since literally the 80s, and there's never been an outright bad Mario game.
That's what I mean. Like that's what I'm saying. Like even if it's not great, it's still fun. That's
what?
It's always the way, and you gotta love them for it.
There's no other franchise that has that record of like being that long running and having no bad games.
It's insane. What was you saying, Bradley?
The most underrated game, I think, in the Mario franchise. Technically, it's a spin-off, but Wario, Master of Disguise. That game.
Right, yeah.
It's not just all
weird
right.
things.
It's great.
Of all the Mario games to pick out, you even pick a Mario game.
Right. It's this 2D side scroller where Wario has power-ups that you have to draw the power-ups. You have to draw to change into the power-ups, but then you have to draw to control the power-ups. So you want to create a fucking fortress made out of bricks. You have to fucking draw that thing for it to appear in.
Do you mean Scribblenauts?
Scribblenauts, really good.
It came out before Scribblenauts.
Shout out to Scribblenauts.
Scribblenauts, so
Fuck
good.
Scribblenauts. There was a
don't fuck Scribblenauts, man. It's a good little game.
There was a
That.
PC Scribblenauts. I bought it expecting it to be something great. Wasn't.
Anybody else just type as many things as they could to see what they didn't have, and then surprised by how many things they actually had.
You know what really?
I'm there typing in Santa, and then the Santa comes, and then I go fucking a lake, and I'm like, well, why is they've gone deep into this. There we go. Let's go into the Scribble Notes lore.
How long did they take to come up with all these ideas?
Oh, mate, the amount of things, like you said, like what everyone's gonna type and everything that it comes up with, it's mad.
Do you know what really annoys me about? Oh God, I've just had a stroke and forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Shout out to the NHS.
Yeah, you're gonna be wiping my ass soon.
Oh gosh.
No, but Scribble Notes. Where was I? Oh, fuck! It's gone. It's actually gone.
Okay, thanks for your input, Bradley.
No, it was
Moving on.
it was a really enlightened point about fucking gaming. And then,
You're such an enlightening soul, Bradley. With your enlightening points.
We were talking about Scribble Note. Alright. I forgot. It's sad. I've actually forgot. I'm upset now. Because it means I've got the Alzheimer's.
Oh gosh. Okay, Stuart, say something.
Yeah. Hello.
He's talking about Alzheimer's. We need to move on.
I don't think
Could we address the monkey in the room that I think not a lot of people have picked up on yet? But
the monkey in the room.
Not the monkey, but a lot of people have gotten very
angry.
You mean
the elephant in the room?
I thought I didn't sound right.
The monkey in the room.
The monkey addressed the monkey in the room.
Should we talk about the Blizzard controversy?
Well, we've only got a couple. I think that's one for another time because we're running out of time on the show today.
I think you've got like 20 minutes worth of stuff to say about Blizzard.
We have a lot to talk about Blizzard and BlizzCon and everything.
How long have we got left?
We're coming up on 57, but we can go over. It's not a big deal, but I don't want to go too.
Well,
long.
yeah, I don't want to go into all that.
We'll leave that till next week.
Yeah, this episode's kind of just been talking about games, hasn't it?
And names for we talk about all sorts. Kids on the bus.
For kids
Bit
on the
of
bus.
a chaotic first episode.
But I think the thing we need to talk about is how we've still not got a name, and maybe that could be a gimmick for this podcast.
Well, no, because what do we fucking upload it as?
Yeah, we need to upload it as something. Unless you want me to upload it as like the date and time
podcast name here.
It's recorded at.
You guys seen the Between Two Ferns film on Netflix?
We need to come up with a name.
I have not, and I have no interest.
I fucking think that film is hilarious.
Of course you do.
It's hilarious.
Between Two Ferns.
Zach Galifianakis is hilarious.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I do not think I have seen a film in a while that's made me like comedy. I need a good comedy.
I am not shocked.
I sat through David Brent's Life on the Road or whatever it's called. That was fucking horrible.
Maybe
Ricky
stop
Gervais.
watching shit like that.
Blades
Ricky
of Glory
Gervais,
is a good
Shupping
comedy
James.
to watch. That's a good one.
So what? Right. Let's go back
Anything
to
with
the.
Will
I think
Ferrell,
we should end
basically,
this podcast.
It's just gold.
We should end this podcast on agreeing with a name.
Yeah, I agree.
What was you saying there, Stuart?
Anything I was talking about, anything with Will Ferrell in is pretty good.
You know what? Shout out to Norbit.
Oh, Norbit. I actually genuinely do like Norbit.
Stuart, stop it.
Has My Name is Dolomite watched it?
Shout out to Norbit.
The best scene in Norbit is
when he's sat in the car and his missus goes sits and he's like, you're too big.
Seat. No, it's not. That's a pretty good scene though. The best scene is the water slide, and she's like, I think you're too big to ride this water slide, and she's like, I ain't too big, and she goes down it. and lands in the pool and all the water flies out of the pool.
Oh, Stuart, stop! It's not good. Please stop.
And I think we can end the episode by establishing that Stuart has no taste.
No.
Wait, Stuart likes Norbit. That's what we can,
I have pretty unique
not
taste.
end on, but we can go there. What I will say is we can't end the fucking podcast without a fucking goddamn name.
We're
The
at an hour
podcast
mark now.
of Destiny.
So we just...
I don't give a shit. What do we upload it as? Or do people just be like, oh, I wonder what...
Destiny.
Well, it's currently being saved as 2019... Yeah, I know. I've got fish and chips downstairs.
We should shout out to fish and chips from Mrs. Perry.
There you go.
Oh, hey, get a lock on you.
What fucking hell, mate? It's got fish and chips. I don't know.
Now I'll get this done with.
Right, come on, a name.
To pod or not to pod?
That is the podcast.
Yes.
That is the podcast.
That is the podcast. It could be a working title.
How about the shout out podcast?
I like shout out. Yeah.
It's a shout out podcast, and we just shout out.
How about just the word shout out?
That's not bad. That's not a bad shout.
Out.
I like it. Yeah, I like that.
I think a shout out. It's a good joke, but I think it sounds like a CBBC show, like where these 28-year-old men go to do sports with kids. And,
I'm gonna
and
get fish and chips. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, there's this kid in a wheelchair. Shout out to the kid in the wheelchair. That's where I'm at with shout out. I think the joke's there, but overall, give it a year if we're still going, we'll be like, I fucking hate this name.
Fucking yeah, you're optimistic.
That's what I'm saying. No, you never know. You can't tell the future. But fucking hell, Bradley, drops that vibrating, pal.
How should I vibrate?
Shout out to the vibrations.
Let's just call our podcast.
We can't just call it podcast, Bradley. I suppose when people Google podcasts, we come up.
How about...
Wait, how
SLB.
did we start the podcast? What did we say?
What's gonna happen every...
What? No, what was like the first thing Stuart said when we started the podcast?
Something about we've started now.
We started, yeah, sort of said.
We started podcast. That's what we're called. We've started.
Nah, that's shit.
It was
Let's
the
just
first
call
ever
ourselves
words.
Podcast Beyond, and be done with actually Kevin
The
Smith.
podcast ramble.
Ramblecast.
I like Ramblecast.
Right, you know what? The listeners, all three of them, me and you two, will find out the name of the podcast when it's uploaded.
Alright.
Because we're gonna go on to 2 fucking hours trying to figure out a name.
Yeah.
How about the Weekly Ramble with Bradley? Jesus.
The Weekly Ramble with Bradley. Did you just want to call this podcast?
I don't know.
No, with Bradley Stewart.
No, I don't want my full name.
We'll come up with a name.
That's too long. That's way too long.
We're past the hour.
The Weekly Ramble.
We're giving them too much.
Why is that too much? The Weekly Ramble. It worked.
Alright, anyway.
I mean,
I think-
like I say, we're gonna have to figure out a name before we upload it anyway. So it'll have one today. So shout out to the future name. Great decision. Hilarious name.
Pretty hilarious.
I rate.
I'm proud of us.
10 out of 10. Wow,
10 out
mate,
of
guys, I'm so happy we came up with this decision when we upload. By the time we uploaded it,
I could
proud of
edit
you.
it in
Yeah, proud of us
afterwards.
all.
And be like, oh, that's the name.
Yeah. So episode 2, we can say welcome to.
Yeah. All right. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it for today. That's enough.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for having us, Stuart.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Catch you
Until next week.
Catch you next week.
Catch you on the flip side.